next cup semi-final is between South Korea and Japan. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we just saw a very close semi-final between Hong Kong and Sri Lanka, 10 points to 7, Hong Kong the victors. And I'm sure this one will just be as fiercely contested as the last one, Japan and Korea. Of course, Korea shocking Japan in the Hong Kong leg with a victory in the semi-final, 28 points to 21. Now, Japan has come back with a much more experienced team, and you can be sure that they have circled this game to make a point against the Koreans. But the Koreans have looked good. They've had victories over Singapore 50-0, Thailand 35-10, Philippines, in fact UAE, Malaysia and China so far they've defeated. Not 10 metres again by the kickoff. Sakai a couple of times in the quarterfinal doing that. And Japan beat Chinese Taipei and Singapore, and then beat Thailand in the quarterfinal as well. So two teams that are evenly matched. I'm sure the Koreans will try and physically bring themselves into this game. It's Oh Yun Hyun. Throws a lovely wide pass to Yun Kwon Woo, who just loves playing the Japanese. Some of these Korean players really get up when they're taking on the Japanese, either in 15s or in 7s. Risky pass there from Kim Sang-soo. Breaks down on the right for the Koreans. And no releasing the ball carrier there from Japan. So it's a good start from Korea. Japan haven't been able to get their hands on the ball. Holding possession well, the Koreans, and they'll kick for touch here and set up a line out hopefully around the 22. Oh, he's done well there with the kick, Oh Yun Hyun. He's got it about 10 metres out, so that's a brilliant kick. Well, they've got a couple of line-out moves they've been working, the Koreans. The Japanese will have to be very aware that they won't want to give anything away up the middle. Loose ball though from Yoon Tae-il, but well taken by the man who throws it in. It's Yun Kwon Woo who drives the ball within a metre. Now it's Han Kung-kyu. He's got himself over and he's scored the try. First blood to Korea, Han Kung-kyu with his third try of the tournament. And Korea taking a 5-0 lead in the semi-final. Well, it was sloppy ball from Korea at the line-out. Yoon Tae-il couldn't grab it cleanly, but good clean-up work from Kim Won-yong. Important kick, you feel, for Oh Yun Hyun. Wonderful kicker of the ball, and he's dissected the posts perfectly there, Oh Yun Hyun. No wasting time to get back and restart, as well as we see the replay of the try there. We might have kicked this a bit too far, just on the touchline. So, that's good work from the Koreans. They pressured, but the assistant referees decided that it's Japan's ball, and they've played it quickly. They get it to Topa, who of course has had his physical way with a lot of the teams in this tournament so far. But Korea up to the chance of tackling him, and now an outside break for Japan. And there's some real pace there from Watanabe, but he's not going to get all the way. Good chasing back from Jiang, But Lameki is there in attendance, in support. That was good work, because you almost felt as though Watanabe was going to go away with that try. But it's Lameki, smart rugby player, backing up nicely. A good inside floating ball too. And more importantly for Japan, it's a try under the post. So an easy conversion attempt here to tie the scores. Sakai with the conversion. It's a real back and forth game so far, this one, isn't it? Koreans now in possession. Topa's lucky not to be caught offside, but that's a brilliant run from the number 12, Kim Sang-soo. We've seen his dancing, stepping work earlier on the tournament. Oh, and has he knocked it on? Oh, referee decided he had. It looked like he'd tapped that out to Jang Seong-min. Yun Kwon-woo. And that was a beautifully weighted pass, but probably the throw of the pass hadn't reckoned on Yun Kwon-woo, who's a great physical presence, but not the fastest man on the field. So really struggled to reach out and get that one, which is a shame, because the try line was beckoning for Jang Seong-min. To be fair, it looked like he'd almost tapped that one backwards as he juggled the ball, but referee Rollins, with his super speed, was able to be in the right place at the right time. Sakai. So into touch on the halfway line. Watanabe has shown some real pace in this Japanese team, brought an extra dimension. It's one player they've really lacked in the last year and a half, a real flyer on the wing, Japan. So it's Park Won-young who puts the ball in. It's a better take from Yun Tae-il. Oh. Inside ball to Kim Sang-soo. They tie him up nicely now, and it's Topa over the ball, who does a really great job. Stayed on his feet. Didn't seem to have too much weight on his hands, but Topa's been penalised. Oh Yun-hyun deciding to kick the ball for touch. Well, we've been treated to two very tight semi-finals so far in the Cup competition. Hats off to Sri Lanka. They gave Hong Kong a real battle royale in the last semi-final, and that would have tired Hong Kong out for this final. But mind you, the winner of this game too is going to be pretty exhausted. It's great to see four teams of even strength battling each other really well and truly, as Yun Tae-il burrows his way forward. It's Kim Sang-soo, who really has confidence in himself. Again, it's Topa. He might be, well, it's Lameki this time. So they take it quickly through Park Won-young. Crashing their way forward, almost at the 22. Park. Oh, he juts around nicely. There's space outside for Oh Yun-hyun. He'll dart to the corner, and he gets there too. Good work from Korea. They've awarded the try, and why not? That was brilliant play. And Oh Yun-hyun, well, he's not the fastest man in the team, but boy, is he a determined character. Got 3 or 4 meters of space and away he went. Held on, had enough in the tank to get to the corner post. Made the kick very difficult for him, but as we've seen earlier in the tournament, he can kick him from anywhere, this boy. Interesting, they didn't start with Jeong Yong-sik, the youngster who scored 8 tries in the tournament so far. You'll probably see him as the legs tire in the second half, you'd imagine. Beautiful attempt again from O, but just wide this time. So it's half time, and what a 7 minutes of rugby we've had. Korea at the break are 5 points ahead. It's 12 points to 7. That was a lovely run from Park Won-yong and brilliant hands from Kim Sang-soo. We've seen him with the ball in hand stepping and dancing, but he knew just what to do there. Wise centre play, flicking the ball on nicely to Oh Yun-hyun for the try. So 12 points to 7, Korea over Japan at the break. So one replacement for Korea, Kim Jong-min on the field to replace Yoon Kwon-woo. Good timing. Oh, his feet seem to have hit the ground there, but referee Rollins decided on the penalty. It's a fantastic piece of physical rugby as we see what the Hano is on the field for Japan. Here's Lameki, who has that habit of just gliding through the gaps. Quick ball here for Toyoshima. Hano. They're at the halfway line now. Sloppy ball from Toyoshima, but there's space on the outside here for Watanabe, who threads his way through. That's a brilliant run from Watanabe. And he is really proving the difference between these two teams. The flyer on the outside for Japan, it was had 3 defenders around him, but just showed electrifying pace to dart through the gap. Score his second try of the game. His 5th of the tournament, the man from the Rico Black Rams. Important kick here, and it's under the posts for Sakai. Just goes to show how a split-second decision like that tackle in the air can affect a game. Look at that run from Watanabe. Superb skills. Once he broke clear, no way any Korean was going to drag him down. So Japan hit the lead 14 points to 12. Oh, Yoon Tae-il does a brilliant job in mid-air there. Oh Yun-hyun to Kim Sang-soo. He finds himself in mid-air as well. Good defence from the Japanese. Koreans can't get over the advantage line, although now a nice little snipe around the outside from Oh Yun-hyun. Yoon Tae-il, who's been one of their best players. To Kim Jong-min. No way through, but he's managed to gather a few metres there, but holding on in the tackle. So a penalty against Kim, and it's Topa who takes it away, and oh, here he goes again. Well, he's been fantastic in the semi-final, Watanabe. Again, he's trying to get as close to the post as he can, but he'll be happy with the try. His 6th try of the tournament, and we did see the pace before, but that was all too easy for Watanabe. The Koreans, well, they're having a brave challenge here, but they really need to regroup and maybe get a couple of fresh legs on. Sakai takes his time over the conversion, and it's just gone to the right. So Korea very much still in this game. 19 points to 12. And I'm sure Hong Kong will be urging Korea on to get a converted try, so they have to play extra time. So Kim Hyun-soo has come on into the forwards for Korea. Kim Nam-wook also on. Here's Kurazuru, not quite going 10 metres there. Kurazuru just tapping the ball millimetres before it had passed the 10 metre line. So it's Park Won-young. This is a great chance for Korea. It's Kim Nam-wook. He's dragged down just inside his own half. Oh, lovely hands from Park Won-young. He's been a real sniper in this game, really creating havoc around the breaks. Oh, and the Japanese come in. Kim Jong-min just standing a bit wide, and it's a penalty against Korea, holding the ball carrier. So here's Ishizuka. Hano, in fact, putting in a little kick. Good work back for Cheong Yong-sik. Smuggles it back to Kim Hyun-soo. Good strength from Kim. And Han. Kim Hyun-soo. But the Japanese defence up very quickly. No way through for Korea. Kim. Again to Park Won-young. Korea decide to go through the middle through Jeong Yong-sik. Good ball to Park Won-young. He's just running out of support though, and he's been penalised. Oh, in fact, it's the Japanese player that was penalised for not releasing the ball carrier, Sakai. So Korea in with a real shot here. Probably a minute to go in this game, and they need a converted try. They have a one-man advantage. Just feel as though the Koreans are extremely tired here, and as much as they're enjoying this breather to collect themselves, Japan also have the advantage of just also taking a breather. They've replaced Hano, so there's fresh legs on for Japan as well, and Oh Yun-hyung decides to go for the touch line. Hoshino is on for Hano. And Kim Won-young is also making his way onto the field, replacing Yoon Tae-il. Oh, it's not straight. Or not sure about that. Maybe balking at the line out, perhaps. Oh, it's a scrum. Well, Korea need to get a tight head here because time must almost be up. But what two fantastic semi-finals we've had. Kim Won-young gets it. Oh, and it's a free kick against them. Foot up, I think, there from the Korean prop. Of course, Japan taking their time with 6 men. Just seconds left. Topa goes into contact. Oh, thought Kim Jong-min had got the ball there for a second. Lemeki gets it wide to Watanabe. Well, running backwards here, Toyoshima, but he realizes time is up. And pretty smart stuff there from Japan. Toyoshima just running the ball backwards and into touch. A great effort from Korea, but they weren't able to replicate their Hong Kong surprise victory over Japan. But what a fantastic game. Japan the victors, 19 points to 12. They will go on to play Hong Kong in the final. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of debate later on about that penalty awarded against the Korean tacklers back on the 22 of Japan that resulted in a try.
Chairman of the International Rugby Board, now known as World Rugby. Can we have a big hand for Mr. Bernard Dapaze?